So how's math going this semester?
Not so good.
No? Looks like you're
No.
looks like you're doing a little statistics here.
Kind of. We're doing like box and whisker plots and
Okay?
like quartiles and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I got these two documents that your mom sent over. Is this where we should start? This one here?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, so it looks like you know how to make a stem plot. What's this brown circle here? I'm having a hard time reading that. Including a title and what does that say?
A key. I forgot to put a key, so he just circled it.
So what should the key say? It says include a title and a key.
I'm not sure what he meant, but I know it's not important because that doesn't help me solve the problem.
All right.
I think he just meant like title, the numbers on the stem and the top.
I'm not honestly sure what he means either. So let's see. Looks like you got these all correct. If there's no marks on his point, it means you got it correct. What does this say? Determine the, what does E say? Determine the mean? This one right here, Marina, where my cursor is that the mean? I can't read it.
It says determine the mean.
Okay, do you know how to do the mean?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, what's the brown mark there for? You added up all the numbers and divided by 11?
I'm not sure. I know I got it right, so I don't know why he put that.
Okay, all right.
But I know I got the graph wrong, like how to graph a box and whisker plot.
Do you know how to do it? Because I don't.
How to graph it?
I don't know what they're looking for here.
It's a box and whisker plot. Like you have to plot the first quartile, and then the interquartile range, and then the third quartile, and the median and stuff.
Okay. What's the rest of this stuff? I'm not familiar with any of this. Is this important? A through F?
Hold on, let me
Looks
look
like
at
you
it.
got 10 out of 12 on it. You still there?
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on in question 2. I'm just not familiar with what he's even talking about here. Question 3 I can help you with.
Okay, then we'll do question 3.
Okay. So a state makes license plates consisting of letters and numbers. Letters A through Z. The letters may be repeated, the numbers 0 through 9, and the numbers cannot be repeated. How many possible license plates can be issued with 2 letters followed by 3 numbers? So we got a license plate, 2 letters followed by 3 numbers. How many letters possibility can we have in the first spot?
26.
How many can we have in the next spot?
26.
How many numbers can we have in this spot?
10, I guess.
Yeah, and numbers cannot be repeated, so we can't have 10 numbers in this spot here. We can only have 9. Because whatever number we choose for this spot here can't be repeated. So this can only have 9, and this can only have 8.
Yeah.
And you multiply all of those together to get how many different license plates you could have. And that's what looks like has been done here. Okay. Let me open this second page. Which was that one? Was that the image or the photo? That was the photo. Might have to help me out read this. Sarah has finally, you want to read that for me? This is a good question.
You're not.
Can you hear me okay? Marina, can you hear me?
I can't hear you. Not really. It keeps...
Does it keep cutting in and out? Do you have a speaker?
Yeah.
Do you have a speaker phone at all? In other words, like a landline, a house phone that I could call
No.
outside of GoToMeeting? All right. Well,
I think I can hear you now.
okay. If you keep having audio problems, I've come up with a solution for other students, and that is to call them on a different line. So that we're not going through the GoToMeeting program for the audio. And that seems to work pretty good. So if you have audio problems at all, let me know.
Okay.
If what I'm saying is breaking up or you can't hear or whatever. All right. Question 4 is a classic ACT question. Have you taken an ACT test yet, Marina?
We're going to in the spring.
You're a junior?
No, I'm a freshman.
You're a freshman. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Well, you'll see a question like this on every single ACT test. And the answer is always multiply the 3 numbers together. And it might be disguised. In this case, it's clothing ensemble, but it might be disguised as, okay, you have you go to a restaurant and you have a choice of 4 entrees, 3 drinks, and 2 desserts. How many different meals can you put together? 4 times 3 times 2.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing here. 4 skirts.
But that's what I did, and I got it wrong.
Read the whole thing to me. I can't read it.
Sarah has finally narrowed her clothing choices for the big party down to 4 skirts, 3 tops, and 2 pairs of shoes. How many different outfits could she make from these choices?
24 is wrong?
Well, I got 2 out of 3. And one of the points is because it wasn't a complete sentence, but otherwise I don't know why I got 1 point taken off of.
Because I don't either. 24 is correct. It looks like she took a point off because you didn't write the words "there are."
Yeah, that's a complete sentence I didn't do, but
Are you
I don't know
kidding
what the other
me?
point's taken off for.
I've never seen
No,
anything. I've never seen anything like that in 5 years of tutoring.
he's really strict.
That's not even strict. That's an English teacher teaching math. I shouldn't say that, but all right. Let's look at
No, I agree.
let's look at 5. Let's see if I can figure out what 5 says. First of all, do you need to look at 5? Did you get 5 right? He says explain. All right, let's see. She's playing with 5 numbers arranged in a particular order. What number would have to go in the missing space? What's the rest of that say? On number 5, what number would have to go in the missing space? So that the average of the 5 numbers would be what?
So that the average of the 5 numbers would be 32.
32? Okay. Did you get this right or wrong? We just left out an explanation. So our 5 numbers are 28, 31, what's this one here? 26, 45, and some unknown number. And we want the average of those 5 numbers to be 30. Can you hear me?
No, I got that one right, but I just didn't explain, so that's why he took a point off.
Right. So what is the explanation? Just straight out.
That the missing number would have to be 30, so that those 5 numbers average would be 32.
Okay, I think my explanation would be along the lines of the average is the total of the 5 numbers divided by 5. So if I take these
Well, it's not asking how to get the average, it's just saying like explain why you got that number.
Okay. All right. Whatever. As long as you know how to do it, that's the important thing. So basically I would set it up like this, and then I would solve for x. And it's 28 plus 31 plus 26 plus 45 plus x.
Yeah.
All right.
But I did get the second one wrong.
Okay, let's look at the second one. I'm having a real hard time reading these. Maybe you can tell me what the second one says.
Okay, it says Hannah is is playing with 6 numbers arranged in no particular order as pictured below. One number would have to go in the missing space so that the median of the 6 numbers would be 21. Explain then. Show a work of your. You said that weird. Yeah.
Okay. So since they're asking about the median, what's the difference between mean, median, and mode?
Mode is the most frequent number, and then median is like the middle number.
Okay. So since if we were looking for the mean, then the order that we write the numbers wouldn't be important. We would just add them all up, right? But since we're looking for the median, we want to put these numbers in order by size. Did I miss any? There's one missing one.
No.
And the missing one
Yeah.
is the middle one. So the middle one, obviously, if the median needs to be 21, there's a missing number right there, right?
Yeah.
What should it be?
A number in between, or a number that makes 21 in between 19 and that number.
Perfect. So what is that number? How far away from 21 is 19?
2.
So we need to go 2 on the other side of 21.
So it'd be 23.
Yeah, if we stick 23 right in there, then that list of 6 numbers, the median is halfway between 19 and 23, or 21.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Solve following system and show checks that it really works. Okay, did you get this right or wrong? What's the rest of that? Is it minus 8y or plus 8y? Looks like plus.
Where?
Number 6?
Oh, 3x plus 8y equals negative 19, and then 5x minus 3y equals 50.
Okay.
I got most of it right, except for...
Rather than me trying to figure out what you've written there, let's just go through how we're going to do that.
I know what I did wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, I know what I did wrong in that one.
So how are we going to solve this? What's your first step going to be? First of all, are we going to solve it by substitution or elimination?
Elimination.
Okay. How are we going to eliminate one of the variables?
Multiply the 3x plus 8y by 5. Like that whole equation. No, the whole equation.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the bottom equation by negative 3.
Okay. So it does sound like you know exactly how to do it. So
yeah, I did it right. I just did the last part wrong. Yeah.
And now we add the 2, so we get 49y equals minus 245. So y...
And that's what I didn't do. I didn't add the last
right
2
side.
numbers.
Okay.
Yep.
So y equals, is that a round number? Let's see, 5? Yeah, that looks like maybe 5. Minus 5. So now how do we solve for x? I presume this was to solve for both variables?
Yeah, then you'd plug in in the first equation, replace the y with the negative 5.
And you can go back to the simpler form of the equation. You don't need to use the one that you multiplied by 5. So this is 3x plus or minus 40, so I'm going to add 40 to both sides, so I get 3x equals 21, x equals 7. So x equals 7, y equals minus 5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, number 7. 223, what does that mean?
Where? Oh, that's how I got 2 out of 23 points on this question.
On this question was worth 23 points?
Yeah, because it's one of the main things that we learned, but I didn't know how to do it.
Okay. see, two fish, C and D, are trying to make it up a fish ladder. The probability that fish C, I don't know what the rest of that says, makes it is what? 2/5?
3/5.
3/5?
3/5.
So
The
fish,
probability that fish D makes it is 4/7.
so C is 3/5. What is D?
4/7.
Okay.
And then it's make a diagram and label all branches with their probabilities and all outcomes with their probabilities.
Okay. So the only part you did was this diagram here? Is this the last question?
Yeah, but I did the diagram wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Make this fish C and this fish D. So I'm a little confused here. What is a fish ladder? So these fish have to climb this ladder, and C has a probability of 3/5 to make it all the way up the ladder, or just each rung?
It's like, well, like one branch would be like fish C does make it like all the way up.
How many
And
rungs?
then
How many rungs are there in the ladder?
I don't think it matters. It's just whether they make it or not.
Okay. And well, here's what's confusing me. Fish C is 3/5 to make it. Is it just straightforward like that? I mean, that's all there is to it, right? Why is there a diagram? There's only one rung of the ladder, and he's 3/5 likelihood to make it.
Well, we have to do a diagram where whether C makes it or not, and then whether D makes it or not. And then
Do you know what the
and
answer is
then
supposed to look like?
I know what it's supposed to look like, but I don't know how to get to the answer is the problem. Like, so I did the top first branch right, like where it says C with a smiley face.
What does that say?
That means C makes it. C makes it. The first part, not that part, just that part, yeah.
Right here?
Yeah.
So that's 3/5.
Yeah.
And then
And then C, or
fish D,
doesn't make it would be, I don't know, it's,
3/7.
yeah, yeah, I think so.
Okay, so
And
in
then 3
other
does
words,
make it would be
in other words, they want the diagram of all possible combinations that can happen?
Yes.
All right, so what do we have? We have what things can happen. C can make it, and D can make it, or C can not make it, and D can make it, or C can make it and D cannot make it, or C cannot make it and D cannot make it. Are those the only 4 possibilities?
I guess so.
I think so.
Yeah.
The probability that C makes it is 3/5. Probability that D makes it is 4/7. Probability that they both make it is what?
What do you just multiply across?
Yeah, 12/35. And I'm not sure exactly what she wants in the diagram, but this one was the
Well, that's how you would write it in the diagram, just like on the side of branches, so you'd put C35.
okay. All right, I'll let you do that. The thing that we can do is come up with the proper probabilities. So the probability of C not making it is 2/5. Probability of D making it is 4/7. So this is C and D make it. This one is D only makes it. What's that probability going to be?
Sorry, what? I didn't hear you.
Okay, so the second condition, the first condition is both make. Second condition is D makes, C does not. So the probability C does not make it is 2/5. Probability D makes it is 4/7. The combined probability is 8/35. Third condition is C makes it, D does not. The opposite of this one. Well, the odds that C makes it is 3/5. What are the odds that D does not make it?
3/7.
So this possibility is 9/35. That's C making it. And finally, the last case is neither one of them making it, which is 2/5 times 3/7, which is 6/35, and neither makes it. And the sum of those probabilities should add to 1. Because
35.
that's, yeah, they do add to 1. Well, notice that this is a fraction. 12/35 plus 8/35 plus 9/35 plus 6/35 adds to 35/35. And probabilities, if you exhaust all possible combinations, they always add to 1. Never more than 1, never less than 1. And there's only 4 things that can possibly happen here. And we've listed all of them. Either they both make, they both miss, C makes and D misses, or D makes and C misses. That's the only 4 things that can happen. How she wants you to show that on a tree, I'm not sure, but I kind of feel like you know.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, good.
I just didn't understand how to get the out of those.
Okay, so each of these individual questions, the probability that both fish make it, we calculated that. This says the probability must say that neither make it, we calculated that. Probability that C makes it and D doesn't, we did that. That. I can't read what this says. You have any questions about either of these last 2 questions here?
No.
What does that one say? I can recognize translate into words.
It's like, those are, well, it's like fish, translate into words, the probability of fish C making it, given that at least one fish makes it. So you would have to add fish C and the probability of any other fish making it all together, and then that would be your answer.
So probability of fish C making it, given that one fish makes it, correct? Is that what that question says? So let's figure out how to do that. Probability that fish C makes it, given that exactly one fish makes it?
Yes.
What's
Or
the
at least one fish makes it.
of these four possibilities? Oh, at least or exactly?
At least one.
Okay, at least one. So the only one we can eliminate is that, right? Because neither make it in that scenario.
Mm-hmm.
So the probability that at least one fish makes it is 29 over 35. The sum of that, and that. Because both fish make it, here one fish makes it, here the other fish makes it. So 29/35 is the probability that one fish makes it. But they're telling us that one fish made it, and they're asking us what is the probability that it was fish C.
Yeah. Or no, it's both. Like it would be like you add the fractions of C making it and those. So wouldn't you have to like do 12 over 35 plus 12 over 35 and then plus 8 over 35 plus 9 over 35 plus 9 over 35 because C makes it in the first and third one, and then you also have to re-add the ones where at least one fish gets it.
Yeah. I'm thinking about this I haven't done probability in a while. I may need to turn to my probability book on this question. This is a conditional probability statement. Probability that C makes it given that one fish made it. At least one fish made it.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Hold on a moment. Probabilities, boy, you're getting the probabilities quickly. In my algebra book, probabilities is at the very last end of the book.
Yeah, my teacher kind of skips around.
Yeah. Alright, let's see. Probability of I feel like I should know this, that it's fairly logical. Do you think you know it?
Yeah, I think I understand it.
What do you think it is? What do you think the answer is?
Here, hold on, let me do it really fast.
Okay. Tell me how you're doing it, just so I'll know.
I'm adding, well, first you have to do the first part of it where it's fish C makes it. So you do 12 over 35 plus 9 over 35 because that's when he
Okay, so
fish C makes it.
21 over 35 happens where C makes it.
Yes, and then you have to add that to 12 over 35, 8 over 5, and 9 over 5 again. because that's when it,
See, to me, I would say
so that would be
that one fish makes it at least 29 out of 35 times, right? And
yeah.
that fish C makes it 21 out of 35 times. So I'd be tempted to say that 21 out of 29 times, if one fish makes it, it's fish C. But that doesn't sound like the right number to me. This is a probability of dependent events. Hold on a moment. I think I have it here.
I got 10/7.
See, that's a probability greater than 1. That can't be.
Then would we just do
Probability
12/35 plus 8/35 plus 9/35?
That gives us the probability that at least one fish made it. 29 out of 35 times, at least one fish makes it.
Yeah, the two fractions from at least C making it is also in there, so.
Right, and they add to 21 over 35. In other words, if 29 out of 35 times at least one fish makes it, and 21 out of 35 fish C makes it, well, the probability of fish C making it, given that one fish made it, has to be higher than 21 out of 35. I still think the answer is 21 out of 29. In other words, 21 out of 29, which is a higher fraction. That's a higher fraction than 21 out of 35. And that would make sense that it would be higher, because it's 21 out of 35 just without any given conditions. But if we know that at least one fish made it, it's going to be higher than 21 out of 35 and 21 out of 29. I'm pretty sure that's right, but I'm not 100% sure. I would have to review my probability of dependent events.
That sounds right.
I don't do a whole lot of probability, but obviously I'm going to have to do more because it's in the curriculum now. Hold on a second. Yeah, I would have to review that. I'm not confident enough about it to say for sure that that's the answer. What's that last question? Which fish is more likely to make it?
Yeah, just a fire answer.
Which fish is more likely to make it?
I think fish C is.
Yeah, it has a higher probability.
That.
Well, because 3/5 is a greater decimal than 4/7. If you have a calculator, 3/5 is 0.6, 4/7 is 0.5 something. Let's see, 35, 5.555. So fish C has the greater likelihood of making it. 0.6 versus 0.555. And that's all you need to say for that.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Then I think that's it.
Is that everything? All right. Anything else at all, Marina? Do you need to go over?
No, this is the only thing I had to go over.
All right. I will talk to you next time then.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.